Hi, I'm Michelle Evans. Nice to meet you.
Oh,
Come on in.
My name is Dale.
Hi, Dale. Very nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you too, ma'am.
So, how is it today? Is it rainy out there?
Well, the weather's kind of bad today out there, but
Oh,
I'm
is
glad
it?
to be here
Well, I'm glad you are too.
to take care of these issues that I have going on now.
Okay, I would love to be assistance to you on that. But first, I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself.
Okay.
I am I'm taking the master's degree program at Nova Southeastern University, and I am being supervised on camera, as you well know, and we are being supervised by Dr. Mortensen, and she will be reviewing the tapes, and this way you'll have two sets of eyes on the counseling session as opposed to just me.
Okay.
So I just wanted to let you know that, and also there are some confidentiality rules that I need to make you aware of.
Okay.
And that is, in the HIPAA law, you are not allowed to reveal anything that you say to me in writing or otherwise unless I have written consent by you.
Okay.
Now there are certain rules wherein that cannot take place, where I would have to reveal some of the things, and if there's a court order, or if you threaten to harm yourself or someone else,
Okay.
or if I have reason to believe that a child's been abused or an elderly person has been abused. And if such a situation arises, I would always let you know ahead of time that I would be revealing that to somebody.
Thank you.
So this way you would be aware of that.
Thank you.
It wouldn't be something I automatically do. I'd let you know.
Okay.
Now there are some other people that might have access to these records, which would be the administrative staff of this center, where they are held to the same confidentiality rules that I am.
Okay.
So that would probably be another set of eyes that would be on this. But other than that, there would not be. And if you have any questions about that, please let me know at any time.
I sure will.
Okay. Now, I really appreciate you being here. And what brings you here today?
Well, first of all, I would like to say that I had some complications in my life, and things just haven't been going that well for me, and I'm in a position where I really kind of ashamed to share these actual feelings and emotions that I've been experiencing for some reason, because, just the way I was raised up, I was always taught to be strong, and, men is not supposed to cry, and, those types of things.
I do.
And, I had some trouble with some situations in my life that has kind of put me in the state of mind, in the frame of mind that I am today.
And what may that be?
Well, I've experienced some deaths in my family, some immediate family members, and it really pushed me over the edge.
How long ago did that happen?
Well, it's been quite frequent,
You mean frequent? You mean more deaths than one?
Yes, more than one, and it's just the current, the way it flowed. I couldn't deal with the situation. First, I lost my brother, and that I held in. Didn't really talk to anybody about it because I didn't think that it had changed my behavior or my appearance.
So this is the first time you're talking about that?
Well, this is about the third time that I've actually been in the presence of a professional.
Well, I'm very happy that I can be included in this time for you. So
Well, I'm grateful that you're here, and to all your peers that's helping you and leading you in this matter, because I feel in my heart that you guys can assist me and allow me to get back up, get back to my old self.
Well, I can try the best that I can.
Well,
I appreciate it.
you look like you're very confident in what you're doing.
Oh, thank you.
And I I kind of trust you a little bit here.
Good.
So
Glad
I
to hear
really
that.
feel that that was the most important thing, is finding someone that I can communicate with, someone that I can trust with my issues, with no strings attached. You understand,
Yes,
ma'am?
I understand.
So the things that I'm about to discuss with you are very personal,
Yes,
and they lie very deep into my soul and my spirit,
I see that.
because it's my immediate family.
Yes.
Yeah. So the tragedies and trials and tribulations that I went through in my life has pushed me to the edge to where I was actually being put on the rotten, Cinepril and Celexa and these things of that nature, because I was always told that I was very up-tempo and aggressive.
I see. So you have a psychiatrist that you're seeing now?
Well, I went in the hospital one time for something else.
Okay. And what was that? And were you
COPD.
ill?
Yeah.
I see. So you have that
COPD.
ailment as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And during the time I was in the hospital, there was a young lady that I was dealing with at that time was there, and she made a comment to the doctor about my attitude and how I was being aggressive, and I was going from gear 1 to gear 10
I see.
in a matter of seconds. So they
So-
looked me over, and they figured that it was certain drugs and narcotics that could bring me down.
Okay. And has it worked for you?
Well, I really couldn't tell you that, because I really don't feel as if it's done anything. There's no change in my life force. I'm still that way.
Okay. So maybe that's not the answer. So what are you trying to tell me? That you have some kind of emotional problems? Are you depressed? Do you have anxiety issues? And,
Yes, ma'am.
and what is it due to?
It's due to my deaths in my family, for them being so immediate. Like one death this year, another death that year, and the deaths are not being dealt with.
Okay, so you haven't talked to anybody
Haven't talked
enough,
to anybody.
whether you, at all, not at all. So this is you said this is your third time that you're talking?
Yes, this is my third time talking to a professional
Okay.
about it.
Did you feel that those other times when you talked to anybody that it helped you at all?
Well, I really couldn't say that it helped me, because if it did, I probably wouldn't be here with you.
Okay. Well, then we really should discuss what is it that you want. What would be the best scenario for you from this particular meeting today? If I were to have a magic wand and I can just make any magic happen, and just by tapping the wand on you, and you would be better, all of a sudden would be better, and everything would be the way you want it, what would that be?
Well, first of all, I don't think you got a wand big enough for me.
Oh, okay. We got to try to imagine though.
But secondly, I like that scenario, and I would just like to actually get back to my right frame of mind.
And what would be the right frame of mind?
To be able to actually concentrate
Okay,
and meditate,
it's a good goal to have.
get
meditation.
out, exercise, just get into a better mental stage of taking care of myself first, and actually getting back to my physical ability.
So this is something that you are willing to do and work on? If I give you some homework, would you be willing to do this kind of homework?
Oh, most definitely. I mean, if it's the type of homework that is going to be like a 360 degree. I don't want to make a 180, I want to make a 360.
Well, Rome wasn't built in a day, so we can do one step at a time, one stone at a time, and it takes time sometimes to get some good effects from counseling, but if you're willing to work hard, I'm willing to do it with you.
Well, that's why I'm here, and you know, this is giving us an opportunity to see what my problem is and how you guys can help me.
Well, I would like to start with some homework for you. So you say you're depressed, you feel depressed because you have the passings of your relatives. And, well, let's do this. Next time you come, or next time you are home, why don't you think about a place where you were very happy with one of your relatives, whether it be your father, you said it was your father and your brother. One of those, and your mother as well?
Members, you know,
so how many were there?
Not just one in particular, it's just a whole circle of family that you never really had an opportunity to moan or grieve.
Oh,
Those things is like, I'm like an NFL football bag. I'm stuffing and stuffing and stuffing until you just can't stuff no more and then everything run over.
right.
So I'm trying to keep my lid level.
Well, that's what we need to do. We need to let you
Right.
get all that out of you and start talking about what really concerns you. Maybe tell me about the good times you had that you'd like to bring back to the surface, the happiness that you felt. We can talk about that. And when you feel that happiness inside, you can, for homework, go ahead and put yourself in a position where you had felt that happiness before with your brother, or maybe a restaurant that you went to, or some park that you used to go to and talk with each other and just have a good time. Maybe you should bring yourself there and put yourself back into that reality of when you were there with him and hold on to that feeling.
So, what you're saying to me is you're going to give me some homework, and the homework that you want me to do is basically to go back and reminisce on my past or when these feelings occur. Take notes, and then we can come back and
Absolutely.
work through it.
Yes.
So that's what you're telling me to do
Yes,
for
I
homework?
am.
Okay,
This
that
way
sounds great.
You can think about other things that you haven't remembered lately, and maybe we can discuss those things. And we'll just talk about what it is that's happening inside of you and how you're thinking and what you're thinking of.
And how I'm dealing with these situations.
And how are you talking to yourself? What do you say when you wake up in the morning to yourself?
Well, I'm always empowered to do the right thing, but it's just that I sometimes fall into a stage of procrastination.
I
I have
understand
a
that.
great sense of humor, smell, and direction, but I always seem to fall into procrastination.
Well, that's another thing that you need to work on then. If you're willing to work on these ways that you've been avoiding your problems and your repressions, then if you can start by working on your procrastination, then that's part of the way that you can get healed. And then another way would be to start remembering all the happy times that you had.
Okay, you know, and there's some other things that I like to say while I'm here. And I don't want to pull too much on you guys, but I'm really here to, you know, clear my mind and get back my health and get energetic and motivated again. Because a lot of times I find myself, you know, depressed.
Right.
You know, and I don't want to go out the door. And I really don't want to dress up and go out and meet anyone because all of the heckle jeckles that I've been through in my life. So it's the time, are we over talking the time?
Let me see.
14 minutes.
Oh, okay, so we have a little time to talk.
Well, we have a minute or so left. Is there any last minute thoughts that you want to get across to me?
Well, like I said, Miss Evans, I'm really looking forward to getting out of here and actually focusing on this homework that you have assigned to me.
I'm very pleased to hear that you're willing to work, and I'm willing to stick with you through this. And as I said, it's just one day at a time, and you just have to stick with it. And once you stick with it, I'm going to stick with you, and we'll try to work this together. And half the battle is wanting it and knowing what you want.
Okay.
And it seems to me that you are ready. Are you ready to
Well,
take this on?
Yes, from the time I came in the door, I was ready. I've been ready, but I just haven't ran into the right professional. So I'm giving you guys a chance. I done had two before you. You all are the third one. And I really got a good feeling about this here. And I really feel like, I kind of feel special today.
Good. I'm so glad to hear that.
You bring across a warm smile. You seem a little jittery, but you bring across a warm smile, and it seems like you know what you're doing academically.
Thank
and
you.
we might be getting somewhere, Miss
I hope
Evans.
so. I hope so. So we'll see you. I'll set an appointment for next Wednesday, same time?
Sure.
Okay. Well, it's very nice to meet you.
Okay,
Very
Miss
nice to
Evans,
meet
you have a great day,
Thank
and
you
may
so
God
much.
bless you.
God bless you too.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.